Marvel's Wolverine is an upcoming third-person action-adventure game by Insomniac Games. According to the devs, the forthcoming chapter will be a standalone game set in the Marvel Universe, and will feature a world that goes beyond the iconic Xavier Institute. It will also serve as the first Wolverine game since 2009's X-Men Origins Wolverine. So, quite the homecoming after all. Sadly, as Insomniac Games is between two projects, the priority task being Marvel's Spider-Man 2, it does mean old Logan probably won't be around to grace the PS5 at any point this year. If what others are saying is true, however, then we could see it arrive by the third quarter of 2024. Only time will tell on that one. If you were hoping for an in-depth story passage featuring all the bells and whistles and what have you, then you're in for a bit of a shocker. Truth is, we don't actually know what Marvel's Wolverine will be about, only that it'll center its universe around James Logan Howlett, otherwise known by his mutant name of Wolverine. And it'll stay true to the comics too, apparently. So if you're an avid Marvel fan, then you'll no doubt already have a fairly vague idea of what to expect here. According to Insomniac Games, as well as featuring a palette of riveting action-heavy gameplay elements, Marvel's Wolverine will also deliver an emotional narrative. And with that, we leave it to Insomniac to shed a little extra light on, if and when available. Unfortunately, we can't say for sure what the gameplay will look like yet. That said, Insomniac Games does have a reputation for creating third-person action-adventure games with slinky and flawlessly inventive combat. So the most we can base it on at this point in time is Marvel's Spider-Man, though perhaps slightly more rugged, and not to mention gorier than the bog-standard superhero flick. One of the key elements that drew us to him is surprisingly not that different from Spider-Man. Both heroes feel deeply compelled to defend people who are less able to do so, Ryan Schneider, head of franchise strategy at Insomniac Games, noted. In the vein of our Spider-Man games, our goal here is to not only respect the DNA of what makes the character so popular, but also look for opportunities to make it feel fresh and truly reflect the Insomniac spirit. Insomniac Games, one of Sony's first-party studios, and not to mention globally renowned creator behind the Ratchet & Clank series, first announced its plans to resurrect Wolverine back in 2021. Since then, not a great deal has come to pass as far as story or gameplay details travel. And it's understandable, given the fact that Insomniac Games currently has its hands tied with not only Marvel's Wolverine, but Marvel's Spider-Man 2 as well. Fortunately, Marvel's Wolverine is being led by Cameron Christian, the same director who helped bring Spider-Man Miles Morales to fruition. So, if you had any doubts about Insomniac Games not being up to the task of creating a solid video game adaptation of a beloved comic book, then rest assured. Bottom line is, it's in safe hands. Marvel's Wolverine will be coming to PlayStation 5 as a Day 1 exclusive. It hasn't been said yet whether or not it'll hit PlayStation 4, though rumors have been gravitating towards the likelihood of it being locked to next-gen hardware only. And it makes sense too, given the fact that Sony has been gradually cutting ties with its older software and ex-general IPs these past 12 months. So when will we see Logan in the virtual flesh then? Well, going by what's been said, Insomniac Games is still making small adjustments to the game, as it has been since 2021, at which point the Ryan Schneider, head of franchise strategy, noted that it was very early in development. Judging by that, and what insiders have been claiming, Marvel's Wolverine probably won't be out until fall 2024 at the very earliest, maybe even 2025 at a push. Of course, it's far too early to open the book up on special editions, or any pre-order bonuses that may or may not launch in tandem with the release date announcement. Fact is, Insomniac Games has yet to reveal anything of the sort. But if anything does come about, then you'll be able to find it posted on the PlayStation Store.